If you're trying to lose weight, if you want to better manage or even reverse your type 2 diabetes, if you're living with a chronic condition and you want to take back control of your health, or if you're simply looking for more energy, vitality, and a longer, healthier life, then you've probably heard of the Mediterranean diet, and for good reason. It is one of the most studied and successful dietary approaches in the world. In fact, it's the lifestyle that made the populations of the Mediterranean some of the healthiest and longest living people in human history. But if you've ever tried to look it up online, you've probably felt overwhelmed. And some say it's all about pasta and red wine, but others say it's low carb, it's high fat, or grain free. Some people call it plant based. Others argue that meat is a vital component of it. It can be total chaos, and everyone seems to contradict one another. So today, I'm going to make it really simple for you. As a medical doctor and a nutrition professional, and someone who has lived and studied in the Mediterranean, specifically in Italy, I'm going to show you exactly how to start the Mediterranean diet in a way that is clear, simple, and really fun to follow. We're going to cover 6 simple steps. These are not rules, these are principles, because any approach based on rigid rules is really hard to sustain long term. But the Mediterranean diet is different. It delivers fast, healthy, and sustainable results if you do it in the right way. Now let's get into these 6 steps. So step number 1 is you want to eat high quality, real food. The first principle here is the quality. Now you don't need to cut out entire food groups, but what you do need to do is choose better versions of the foods you are eating. You see, in the Mediterranean, people eat food that ideally comes straight from the earth or the sea, ideally not from a factory. So that's going to be vegetables and fruits that are in whole form and ideally in season. They will include legumes like chickpeas or lentils or beans. You'll eat lots of fish, seafood, eggs, different cheeses, lots of whole grains like farro, rice, ancient wheats. These can be also made into a pasta. Sometimes it includes oats or whole grain breads. And of course, lots of extra virgin olive oil. You see, the key here is to avoid ultra-processed foods that have a lot of added sugars, colorings, preservatives, or any artificial sweeteners. In other words, you want to target eating food that is really simple and it likely doesn't have very many ingredients. And that's going to require you to avoid foods that have those paragraph-long ingredient lists on the box. So this is important because it's also based on science. There was a massive pan-European study called the EPIC study, and it found that high consumption of ultra-processed food increases the risk of chronic disease and early death, while the traditional Mediterranean diet is often associated with up to a 30 to 40% reduction in heart disease risk, for example. And if you like science and you want to read the study yourself, I do have a link in the description below this video. So the first step is, in summary, choose real, minimally processed foods with recognizable ingredients that are of high quality. Now, step 2 is to build balanced meals. And this is where a lot of people make the mistakes. Even if they're eating healthy foods or Mediterranean foods, they still may go awry. So for example, a piece of whole grain bread might be better than white bread. Why? Because it's going to maintain a lot of its nutrition and have a lot of the fiber still intact. But if it is not paired with the right nutrients in the rest of the meal, eating the bread, albeit a whole grain bread, could still spike your blood sugar and leave you hungry just an hour later. And this is why I teach what I like to call the perfect meal formula. This is a simple way to structure any plate of food so it keeps your blood sugar stable, your cravings low, and your energy steady, and you stay full for longer. Now, every balanced Mediterranean meal should ideally include a source of protein. This could be fish, eggs, any variety of meat, any type of bean or lentil, even something like Greek yogurt. It should include a healthy fat. Often that's going to be extra virgin olive oil in the Mediterranean diet, but it doesn't have to be. It can be any variety of nut, like a walnut, almonds, or even seeds like sesame. And it could be things like avocado. And then you'd want to have fiber-rich carbohydrates. This is where your whole form fruits and vegetables come into play, again using some of those legumes or the whole grains to provide you another source of fiber. Now this combination, the protein, the healthy fats, and the fiber, will help you slow down your digestion to prevent glucose spikes, and it's going to make meals really satisfying. Now, I have put this formula into a free PDF guide called the Perfect Meal Formula ebook. You can download it below at the link under this video. It is packed with examples, food swaps, Mediterranean-style meals, easily made and tailored just for you. Okay, now we're ready for step number 3. Step number 3 of the Mediterranean approach is to listen to your body's signals. Because even the best meal won't help you if you're eating it when you're not actually hungry, or you're continuing to just blow past the point where you're full and you can eat and eat and eat on top of that. And this is something that I really see a lot often with my patients. Often we lose the ability to listen to our body's signals because it's easy to confuse cravings, boredom, or emotional triggers for real hunger. And here's what I recommend to folks, including members inside my private community, Take Back Your Life. Ideally, you want to eat when you're truly hungry, and you want to avoid eating just because it's a habit or because you're doing an activity that stimulates your thinking, oh, time to have a snack, like watching TV, the game, or just because food's in front of you. And here's the most important part. You ideally want to stop eating when you begin to feel satisfied, not when you're stuffed. Now, how do you actually do that? Because this sounds very simple, but it's very difficult in practice. A lot of you have probably experienced that. You do this by removing the distractions. If you eat while you're scrolling your phone, watching Netflix, or working at your desk, your brain is not going to register fullness signals. But when you treat your meal as a moment of care, even a sacred or social experience, you naturally slow down the pace and you start to hear your body again. And this is exactly what happens in Mediterranean culture. They are famous for these low and slow meals. Meals aren't rushed, they're shared. And that rhythm supports our healthy signals. Now, step number 4 is to move your body naturally and as often as you can. You see, in the Mediterranean part of the world, people often don't just work out or hit the gym the way that we usually do in the US. They just simply live very actively and they walk everywhere. To the market, they climb stairs. There are towns in Italy and Greece, for example, that are literally built on hilltops, and there's no escalator going to the top. You got to get yourself up there. You might be climbing 200 steps. And what if your house is at the top, but the market's at the bottom? You can start to appreciate how much activity somebody would be getting day in and day out. And often people are doing activities outside that include some movement, like gardening. They move throughout their day. Daily movement is key to reversing insulin resistance and managing blood sugar, as well as healthy aging. So this is probably something you've heard before. But the problem is, in modern life, walking 10,000 steps a day is not always realistic for all of us. So here's how I like to break this down. Try to walk regularly, frequently throughout the day, even in short bouts, especially after meals, because this really helps our digestion. And then you want to think about doing cardiovascular exercise, which is important for your heart health, getting your heart rate up at least 2 to 3 times a week. And it can be any activity you like. Biking, swimming, jogging, even dancing. And then, if you can, add strength training at least 1 to 2 times a week. Something that is contracting your muscles, whether that's lifting weights with a trainer in a gym, doing a certain type of exercise class, or just lifting heavy objects if you're doing housework. Muscle is a powerful regulator of glucose and metabolism. And so to be doing everything well for your body, you want to be targeting the activities that are really important for you, because muscle mass is not just about your appearance. It's actually now considered a predictor of longevity, especially after age 50, 60 plus. You see, it protects you from falls, from something called frailty or weakness as we get older, as well as a process called insulin resistance, like I mentioned before. And as a lot of us have experienced in a loved one, loss of independence. So make movement part of your daily rhythm, not just your New Year's resolution. Now, what is step number 5? Step number 5 is to prioritize rest and recovery. And this is the step that most people overlook, but it is essential and it is a core element of the Mediterranean lifestyle. You see, one night of poor sleep can actually raise your fasting blood sugar by up to potentially 30 points. And chronic sleep deprivation will increase your risk for several diseases, things like diabetes, heart disease, and gaining weight. In the Mediterranean, there's a very strong culture of rest. You see, people honor their body's rhythms. They eat at regular times, they take their time, they take naps, they sleep consistently, and they often take breaks during their workday. So if you're going to change your lifestyle, try not to just address your meals. Change your evenings too. Things like going to bed on time and ideally at the same time each night. Putting your phone away or getting rid of the screens about 30 minutes before sleep. As well, keeping your room very cool, dark, and quiet if possible. And when you sleep better, your body heals, your hormones balance, your immune system gets recharged, and your hunger signals, they become clearer. Okay, now we're ready for step number 6. Step number 6 is the one most people often forget, and this is to connect with others. Finally, this is the one I believe is the most overlooked pillar of health, but it is the most vital, and it's connection. In the Mediterranean, people don't just eat well and they move their body. They do all of their activities together. They eat meals with family and neighbors and friends. They walk and they talk with anybody they know. They're just part of a community. And the science backs this up. Loneliness and social isolation are actually risk factors of early death by up to 45%, according to a research study done at Brigham Young University. On the other hand, being socially active is associated with better blood sugar control, lower stress hormone levels, and even stronger immune function. So whether it's family, friends, or a support group, or even an online community, find your people. And by the way, this is the single biggest reason that I created a private community to help those of you looking for guidance to stay on track and get the support of others walking the same path, whether that goal is weight loss, improving blood sugar or blood pressure, gaining strength, or getting off some medications, or even just needing to connect with others. It is honestly the most amazing group of people. I have a link in the description below for how you can get involved with our private community. Take back your life. Remember, social connection is one of the most powerful health habits you can create for yourself. So let's recap the 6 steps to start the Mediterranean lifestyle right away. Number 1 is you want to eat real, high-quality, nutritious foods. Number 2, you want to build those balanced meals, especially using my perfect meal formula. Number 3, do your best to listen to your body's signals by getting rid of all those distractions. Number 4, you want to move every day, all day long if possible, naturally and intentionally. 5, you want to prioritize sleep and resting and taking lots of breaks. And number 6, you want to stay socially connected. As you can see, this is really not a strict diet. And that's what makes it so unique, because it's a sustainable way of living and it works. Now, if you're ready to get started, you can download my free ebook, The Perfect Meal Formula Guide, below. And if you want that step-by-step support from me and dozens of others just like you who are on this journey, I encourage you to join our private community. I also have that link in the description below this video. And if you're ready to dive into more learning, check out all my other videos up here on this channel. You're going to love those, and I'll see you in there.